Society Stitchers. I'm Katie.
I'm Laura.
We are the Black Needle Society, and we are here for day one of
The
Flossmas.
nice list.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Flossmas, and we're going to be
Yeah.
doing our 12 days of stitching update.
hmm
We're going to show you our first projects, but first up, we are opening day one of the nice list for you.
So pull out that package and do it along with us.
Satisfying.
Here we go. And what it says is holiday specials 12 cross stitch patterns book. From our home to yours, we love watching Christmas movies in December. Katie has designed 12 new patterns inspired by some of our favorites. Happy stitching. So this
So,
is by the Black Needle Society. I think it's hard to see the first one. It looks like a
yeah,
box.
here we go. Oops, sorry. That is a look at all 12. So, with there are obviously way more movies and Christmas specials that we like, but we stuck to 12 of them that would translate well into cross stitch. And so we did Arthur Christmas, White Christmas, The Snowman. It's Christmas Charlie Brown, The Santa Claus, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Prep and Landing, The Polar Express, It's a Wonderful Life, Home Alone, and How the Grinch Stole Christmas. So there they are. And Mom and Keisha have been hard at work for me stitching some models.
Mhm.
So we're actually gonna be doing some finishing today.
Mhm.
And we will be sharing the stitched models with you throughout the month of December so you can see how they actually look stitched up versus the digital mock-ups that I have in here.
We're going to be finishing ours as small pillows, and we're using
Lady Dot Creates. She has sent us some velveteen and some beautiful trims, and we'll be sharing that information with you all too. And I was going to let you know that all of the patterns are 63 by 63 in
Mhm.
here. So they're decent size, but they're not huge. They're definitely achievable to stitch up in a day or two if you're kind of a faster stitcher.
I think the big one is just about 3,300 stitches, but the a good amount of them are in the like 15 to 1,700 stitches category. So
So
you should be able to do a couple,
yeah,
one every couple of days if you're
the
doing
heavier the
this.
heavier stitched ones are like How the Grinch Stole Christmas and probably Rudolph. Those are kind of more solid ones, but
So
oh,
if
and
you
Home
haven't
Alone.
chosen your 12 days of stitching, there are 12 projects for you right there. And they're fun, bright, happy colors. I think Katie gave the whole palette on each page.
Yes.
So if you are doing the whole thing, then just buy all of those. You will need multiple skeins if you're doing all 12, but otherwise look at which ones you need.
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to lay that down because I don't have to have that for the next part.
And
Okay,
then how about you go first?
okay. So my 12 days of stitching is going to be some focused stitching. So I have chosen 3 projects and I'm going to spend 8 days on each one because our 12 days is every other day. I know that math didn't work. But my first one is Love and Joy from Heartstring Samplery. This has been in my stash for a long time, and I love this, and it's so pretty. And okay, and I found this pretty little piece of linen in my stash, and I love the distressed look. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to place it. It is just going to fit on this, but
It's a little pin pillow.
yeah, since I'll do finishing similar to what she's done, that will work. And I played with some different colors, and I'm going to use Classic Colorworks Wild Berry to do mine. How about you?
Well, I'm going to insert a photo here because I'm going to do All is Bright by Hands On Design. And that was a project that was exclusive to Jingle Ball last year. And this was my big start on it. So yeah, there we go. That's the big We'll see how far I get on this. It's not huge. It's a square, and this is as wide as it is, so it'll be about that big.
And do you want to tell them how you're doing your projects?
I am doing 12 different projects. So I will be switching every other day. And yeah.
I am still model stitching, which is part of why I've chosen some focus projects. And I'm participating in a challenge in our chat group. And I have two projects that I'm working on this week. The way that these people are working, I think we're going to have way more projects than that for the other weeks in December. So I was trying to play a little bit of a let's get this focus stitching in and still have time for everything else that's going on.
Yeah. Busy,
So,
busy month for us.
yes. Um, do you have any news about the Black Needle?
Well, our newsletter came out today. The final Celebrate All Year went out today. It is Safe Toys and Gifts Month. It's a longer name, so I have to think real hard about it. December did not have a lot of month-long celebrations, so I went with the one that I thought would look best as cross stitch. And so yeah, go check that out. It's in the newsletter. We also announced in the newsletter that we have finally shifted vault items to the permanent room that they're going to be in. So I did take everything down to 0 for inventory. And I am counting and doing inventory as we put things back in stock. So everything should have an accurate count. Everything should be the right numbers. It's a slow process. I'm still in the middle of it. We are also finally going to be doing grab bags. I have a bunch of stuff that I need to sort through and put together some different grab bags. We're going to have a few different price points so that, if you don't want a ton of stuff, you can get like a smaller grab bag, or if you do want like a big box of stuff, we'll have a larger grab bag option. So,
And these are items from past BNS boxes.
yes.
They are sight unseen. So what you get, you get. And
But
maybe sharing with some friends or
because of just our history with different things, I do have some stuff from Love You More that when we did a couple of boxes from Love You More, I might have some items to put in from that. And there are some other things that you may not have seen, and I'm not going to say they're not like huge things, but they're like, we like them, they're good items, and so we'll maybe tuck a couple extra things in your grab bags that have not been in a Black Needle box before.
have you decided price points yet? Or are
No.
you still waiting to see what all you have?
I'm waiting to get through the vault. And
Katie is still setting up the vault. We
yes,
should say that. She has done a lot of inventorying, and I've been trying to help a little with that in the middle of model stitching, and I'll take a break from model stitching and count.
yes.
But
So yeah, I'm nearly there. I think I need about another day and a half setting up the vault, and then I will be spending the week putting together the grab bags. And I'm hoping to have the grab bags up by next weekend. But I have avoided making promises because
it just takes longer
it
than
does.
you think it will.
But all of the grab bags will be ready to go. I'm going to actually put everything in poly mailers, so that all I have to do if you buy a grab bag is I'm going to slap your label onto a random bag. I'm not even going to know what you're going to get. It's just going to be completely random.
And we will ship those out
Until December 15th, which by the way, that's a great point. We are going to be putting up days 1 through 14 of the nice list in the vault, the extras, which I'm going to tell you we don't have a lot of extras this year. Um,
how many of those books do you have?
I have one.
Oh,
I have one extra book. However, we are going to talk about PDFs. Yes, it will be available as a PDF. I have to talk to mom about timing as to when I'm going to release it as a PDF. So if she talks me into it, I might release PDFs on the 15th. If we feel like there needs to be a waiting period, it may be a little bit longer.
hey,
But
so if you got the box, you can give your opinion down below. Should we keep it exclusive for you for a certain time period? Or are you okay if we go ahead and release them as PDFs And you would have the option to purchase those as well if you'd rather have them as PDFs.
Yeah. I like the idea that you can watch the movies while you stitch on the project.
Mhm.
So I like, part of me likes the idea of releasing them now so that you can enjoy stitching
In
on
the
them during the holiday
season.
season. Yeah.
Mhm.
But there is the exclusivity period, and I want to make sure that our customers feel like they're treated fairly. So
Right.
yeah.
We also just had our 2 chats for Black Friday weekend, Black Friday and Small Business Saturday.
Which we entirely missed this year because of moving things.
and and if you don't know the significance of Black Friday, that traditionally was the day when US businesses would have sales and it would put their business in the black instead of in the red.
It's
And
international though, because
it is, we've seen
I
a
was watching a
lot.
British program and they were talking about Black Friday and they do it. So it's not even
Mhm.
just an American thing anymore. They've all fallen into capitalism. No.
But
Um,
that was the purpose of it and why we call it that.
yeah.
So people are on the plus side. That's the good thing.
Oh, we have a little elf here.
And we will have 2 more chats at the end of this month. On New Year's Eve, we will have, so on December 31st, we will have a chat in the evening. And on New Year's Day, we will have a chat kind of midday to late afternoon, similar to what we just did for these 2 chats.
And I realized that I did not put this in the newsletter and that I should have because we keep getting a lot of questions about the stars hollow patterns.
Oh,
So those will be available in January. And if you are looking for spring, summer, or winter, those will be available here in January.
also listed in our newsletter, we know there were a lot of you who were excited about the upcoming TARDIS box.
Stitching in the TARDIS. So mom says that there's a lot of questions. I didn't tell you in the thing on there what day the box goes on sale. But it's in the schedule below. It goes on sale on December 10th at 10 a.m. So we will get an email sent out to you guys at that time to go ahead and purchase your box. I'm really excited. You guys are excited to go ahead and buy it. Um,
But that should be about it for today. We will be back every day to show you the day's package, and we will do a stitching update every other day, I think.
Oh, one more thing, just because, yeah. All the questions, I'm like stitching journals, stitching planners and journals. I also put this in the newsletter. They are in customs right now. So once they clear customs and I have tracking, then we will also let you know on here when they're on their way to us. And the last 3 years that we've done them for individual purchase, um, seriously, the day that I get the planners, I sit and I package and I get them out.
Mhm.
And I think the last 3 years in a row, I have gotten them out the exact same day that I get them. So I turn them around as soon as possible because I know you guys want to be planning your next year.
Unless our crazy delivery person comes at 9 o'clock at night.
Yes.
Then it may wait till the next day.
Yes. But I will be working overnight to try and get them packaged and we'll just drop them off first thing in the morning. So okay, I think that's it. This has been a really long, rambly end, but I hope it has been full of good information for you. And the future videos will be a lot shorter because it won't be the first of the month with all of our announcements. So
Okay,
we'll see you later. Bye.
bye.